see it's the middle of the night over here. Tuesday morning. It's time to get started. I've attached a finger pen, a finger stylus to there with super glue. I had to distort the shape of the, I mean, kind of difficult to get this in view. I had to distort the shape of the trumpet to do it, but it's working. So I can draw on the screen and draw over here. I think it's recorded. What is this? What is this? I hear you ask. What is he doing? Where's the lesson? There is no lesson. There is no lesson. Pay attention. Pay close attention. You understand? Pay close attention. It's the middle of the night, so I can't play loud, and even so, I wouldn't be able to play loud in this house. I gotta play quietly until I get my own place. You can help me with this. Yes. I can't see anything like that. I can't see anything. Do you understand? I can't see anything. Okay? Do you get it? You gotta keep your throat nice and warm. Gotta keep everything in check, like an ad hoc engineer shit. You gotta be alright. You gotta do things well. It's very important. Very important. Besides, if you don't, you're gonna get killed. Killed. You better sort your head out, you crazy man. You better wake up out of that stupid state that you're in. Crazy. Just keep my teeth nice and clean. These days I use my mask, my breathing mask, to clean my teeth. But I'll be honest with you, it's not smelling too great down there. You just destroyed the whole video, fool. think I prefer that. Testing was completed successfully. The results are displayed in the webcam information table. Please read the following tips and do not forget to leave a review about your webcam. Okay. You know what I could do? I could get off the internet right now. I really feel like I could do that. You know what I feel like? I feel like an aviator. The next best thing. You gotta think about that. Whether or not you're gonna be alright. If you mess with me. But I'll tell you something, man. Something ain't smelling too good. This tea that I'm drinking stinks. Trying to destroy my video. These people. It's gonna take a lot of energy, a lot of time to master this particular technique. That's all I can say. It's gonna take a lot of focus to master this technique. What can I say? At some point I'm gonna do it. Freaking out. They should be ashamed of themselves, these people. Constantly trying to trick us. They should be ashamed of themselves. I do need a little bit of that diagonally. I still don't know how they do that. I don't know what you're laughing at, though. What are you laughing at? You're laughing at my face? Is that what you're laughing at? You think I look strange, do you? Is that it? You think I look strange? Good. I do look strange. I look strange. Is that what you think? You think my video is low quality? It's not very well produced? Is that what you think? Well, it's still going to be part of the archive. But listen, I want to talk to you. Who is this fool? Look at this idiot. This is the guy who's talking. He's live. Live and direct. He's a terrible freestyler. But he's better than me. That's kind of good. I like that. I like that beat. I will say this. The work that I've done on this so far has not been done using this tool. This tool is going to be done. Is going to be used to finish the work. Don't know how best I can show this. That's what it is. It's got a pen on the end of it, as you can see there. It's got a pen on the end of it. It's not a pen. It's like the proper stylus. Not one of those rubber tip stylus. It's got metal mesh on it, which allows it to slide across the screen rather than gripping the screen like a chokehold. But yeah, I'm going to try and finish this with this particular instrument because I want to learn the trumpet and I also want to play at the same time. So it's very difficult to do that unless you have an electric trumpet which can communicate and draw directly to the screen based upon the notes that are being played. That would be nice. Who's going to do that? Got anybody out there who's going to do that for us? You know, they arrest people for saying stuff like that these days. But I'm not that way inclined. Very scary world. I don't know if that should come around. Draw a green line. Draw a green line. Let's try and indicate where I think this line should go. It could come around here. You might think I'm stupid for doing this. It's the biggest cure for my OCD and my ADHD. Biggest remedy is to basically get my hands full. So I'm doing all that I can, not just a little bit. Just sitting there with a pencil, just scraping on the screen. A long time ago, I got bored of doing that. There will come a time when I'm going to be extremely fluent. I'm going to be able to play like Miles Davis and do that and draw like Michelangelo, shall we say. This is what I was wondering about. You really gotta think it. You gotta start thinking about this. And start thinking about this. You know what I'm saying? You gotta start thinking about that. Thinking, is that the best way for me to show off my talents? Is it the best thing that I can do that chokes out? Is that the best way to go? You conspired against me many, many times, I know. You're leaving traps for me with every word. So I think I'm gonna basically try and just pare down this area, this area here. I don't want all these stripes across it. The lines what got there because I was drawing it from a distance like this. So that's how the lines got there. But then you zoom in and it's all scratchy. I don't want it to be scratchy. So I'm gonna get his shoulders right. Gonna get his shoulders right. I think that's how he's supposed to be wearing a spacesuit. So I need to somehow make that look like a spacesuit rather than a fashion jacket. You see what I'm getting at? Oh, slowly, slowly, run ye horses of the night. Slowly, slowly run ye horses of the night. Is that how it's done? Ask me again, is that how it's done? You tell me why I've only got a few subscribers at the present moment? You tell me why. Why nobody wants to watch this? This is extremely interesting to me. Interesting. You tell me why I've got to be so ad hoc with everything. You tell me. I can't teach you how to draw, but I can show you what I'm doing. I can't say, oh, this is the right pencil to use. Look how many pencils there are. How am I going to recommend one of those? As you can see, I'm using a noise brush for this particular picture. I usually use one or two brushes for each picture. I don't like using too many brushes, and I like using a very thin brush and doing a big canvas, so it takes a very long time to finish. Yeah, that's my authoritative technique. Authoritative technique, isn't it? Is that how it's done? Is that right? Can you see that? I didn't mean to do that. That's disgusting. But I had a little bit of an itch. Hopefully you can see the difference between what I'm doing and what you're doing. Hopefully you can see the difference. That's fine by me. Let me tell you that. All I wanted to say was that. And see this thing, this kind of arrow shape that I'm doing here. I don't know exactly what it's gonna be, but it seems to be something that's attached to his. It's kind of indicating where his elbow is at. So I need to basically come along over here and basically indicate where his hand is at. I think that's his little finger over there. But I'm sick of drawing fingers, but fingers are really interesting things, aren't they? Really interesting. Can you hear what I'm hearing? Maybe you can. It doesn't annoy me. It inspires me. And then they start, trying to do that. I couldn't do that. I'm blaming you. That's what I'm doing. I'm blaming you for what's going on. I'm blaming you. Because the picture isn't being drawn fast enough and it's too much talking. A little bit more like it. You do have to breathe on this instrument. It is important to breathe. It is important, whether you know it or not. It's important to breathe. You know what it is. You have to breathe. Let everything that hath breath praise the Lord. How about that? Is that how it's done? Is that how it's done? Let everything that hath breath praise the Lord. What does that mean? What does that mean? You're not gonna like that little excerpt. What did you just say? What did you just say? It's actually a curse, man. You're a curse. You're Maranatha Aramatha. Maranatha. Maranatha Malamath. Anamatha Canamat. Anamatha Cannabis. That's your name now. Cannabis. Your name is WBGO. That's what you become. Did you see it? Maranatha Anathema. 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 Astyanax. You see that? Disgusting. Do you see that? Over there. This is a game to me. What I was wondering was why they don't allow me to stream this on Twitch. You know, this is Procreate. It's not a game platform. It's not a game, but it looks like a game. You know, that's the best way to think of art, is as a game. If you can make it into a game, you can spend a lot of time doing it, because people assume that just because it's art, you're going to want to spend all day doing it, but it doesn't necessarily work like that. Maybe for the first few years, especially if you're getting drunk and adding to your sensation and getting yourself all in a sensuous mood, it's very easy to spend a lot of time working on your artwork, right? But after a few years, when you're sober, you start having to think up ways to spend more time doing it, even if you're getting good at it. My first work wasn't always as clever as this. That's a white hole there or a black hole. I'm just basically slowly piecing this together. But you have to find a way to make it interesting. I like that word, interesting. I'm not going to take cues from nobody except the one, Liquid. They just love to constantly be seen to be controlling somebody by the puppet strings at all times. It's got to be going on, or else they don't feel like their bum is going to stay glued to their spine. That must be it. Control. Their butt. I should have said butt. You see, you do learn something every day. Tomorrow I'm going to go and buy another one of these. Get a second one. I'm going to do it up exactly the same way as this. It's a nice... What do you think that is? What is it? It's a cornet. Blow the cornet in Gibby. In Hibiya. It's a cornet. So I'm following instructions right here. This is Gibby, and this is a cornet. Gibby is Benjamin's land. Benjamin's land is the UK, is the United States. That's the land of Benjamin, the Benjamite. And Benjamin was mostly Edomite. Benjamin was the most Edomite of all of them, which is why he was lazing around in the story of Joseph while those other brothers were off and about doing stuff. He was just sitting around at home, lazy, but he had ideas. That's why Joseph bowels yearned upon him. Do you not remember that? Have you completely forgotten the situation? Have you completely forgotten, man? The situation, bro. Have you completely forgotten that there used to be a Bible in your wallet? There's a Bible on your phone. Though you did not know it. But you gave up. That's why you're getting beat up. I'm engineering the societal change away from suicidal change. And not single-handedly, thank God. If you don't like it, scram. crisp, maybe just one. They say once you pop, you can't stop, but I put these down for a good 15 minutes just then. I guess it depends what you're doing. If you just got 10 packets of these lined up, you probably won't be able to stop if that's the way you like to eat. Interrule. Integrate. I wonder what that word means. I know what centigrade means. And integrate, I don't know what that means. Do you know what centigrade means? Do you? And he says something about that. Do you know what I'm talking about? Maybe you do. I need to get some gloves on. I need to get my gloves back on for this. I don't know what integrate means. What does integrate mean? I don't even think it's a word. But it might be. I've got a dictionary on this computer, but I'm not going to look it up. I think it might be a word that they invented for Final Fantasy VII. Lots of cursing in that game. Yeah, lots of cursing. Lots of bad language. Unlike the original, I don't know why they decided to put so much curse words in the remake. I think it kind of spoils it, because the original had a certain innocency to it that kind of suited the music, and then they bring it up to the 21st century and it's just full of cursing. I can't watch that. It's just like I can't watch games like Cyberpunk. This is hopefully gonna be a game. It's called The Last Medici. And the first one is called Darker. I'm just basically drawing up a kind of comic book / game GDD, game design document. So hopefully it doesn't take too long. Hear that? See how much? That was good, wasn't it? I went straight through. Yeah, there's too much cursing. Cyberpunk, games like that, you watch about 10 minutes of it. Also, most of the games that are like 15 to 18 games, well, of course there's going to be cursing in them. But I've never seen an 18 game that's just got content, rather than it's always foul language. It's like, why do you have to always just overdo it? Can't you just have an adult theme, a grown-up theme, something serious that people can talk about, something serious that people can think about without stuffing a bunch of profanity down people's ears? Just because somebody's 18 years old doesn't mean that they want to be poisoned every day. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? They don't want to be poisoned, man. You're filling the world with poison. Every one of those games is polluted, man. And then you go on TikTok, on what's it called? Switch? Or Twitch? And there's so much cursing in the live stream. I've got a couple of guys, a typical gamer that I'm watching right now, but you can't hear it. He doesn't curse, and that's a great credit to him. He doesn't curse in his videos. It's clean. It's like Mikey Chen, the food blogger. He doesn't curse in his videos. It makes for nice watching. You can watch the video from beginning to end without getting the Holy Spirit in you polluted and scared out, run amok. Why are you doing that? Can you not just relax and say, I'm going to make a story for these 17, 18-year-olds with not one curse word, just some content to make them think? Because not everything you're going to talk about that is an adult theme contains virulent, disgusting topics. Sometimes it's just a theme. Like what I'm talking about now is not necessarily for kids. But I didn't curse. But you would say, oh, that's not really for kids. If you watch that, I didn't curse once. So what's wrong with your head, man? Where's your head at? It's like you're dying on your feet. You don't know the truth, man. What is wrong with that? You're probably going to shadow ban this immediately. I'm not entirely joking. You know, it's something that bothers me. They think just because you're an adult, you want to be constantly sexually stimulated, constantly made to think of dark, disgusting, painful, horrible, dirty things. Say, no, 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 I just want to talk about some politics and about some futurism. I don't necessarily want all of that stuff shoved at me. There used to be a time, man, and that time is going to come around again when things are going to get cleaned up and all the people that have been polluting this situation, they're going to be turfed out. Yay! Did you see my thumb up? You're gonna get rid of you because you're just polluting the children, man. It's like you're a pervert. You want them to be dirty like you. So as soon as they're 18, you pounce. You don't let them develop. That's why the world is becoming more and more violent, more and more disgusting with each and every day. And I'll tell you one thing, Rennie is the new penicillin. Rennie is the new penicillin. So I'm trying to help. That's the difference between me and you. You're polluting the world with a bunch of cool Unreal Engine graphics with a bunch of women with their boobs hanging out. So that some 15-year-old boy playing on his brother's Christmas present can sit there watching that. Some computerized boob lady. The nipples poking through the material on her shirt. You see what I'm going with that? This is what it is about. There's some real conversations, bro. Let's get the conversation started. Why is this the case? Why can't we have some grown-up games without poison all in it? So, we have to make a separation. It has to be clear cut. No, you have to be chopped up, bro. You have to be cut off. How can you just say that everybody who plays computer games or everybody who enjoyed playing Mario Kart when they were a kid, when they graduate, has to play something like, what's it called? Dying Light? Have you heard how much cursing there is in that? I'm not even worried about the violence. Violence is a fact of life. The cursing, man. The words that they're using. They say, oh, you got to suit the word to the action and the action to the deed. You've got some stupid rules, man. You didn't listen to Shakespeare. Shakespeare didn't cuss once. He didn't say one cuss word in all his books. And that's who he's pretending to be inspired by. You should be absolutely ashamed of yourself. But I'm talking too much. I need to get some work done. You can't be going on like that. Typical Gamer is a good channel. He's got a good channel. He's just a normal guy. I'm sure he curses in real life, but he doesn't curse on the show. You know what I mean? It's all about how you present yourself. Presentation at the end point. It's all about how you present yourself. It doesn't matter the stuff you've done in the past. It's about how you present yourself once you come to the knowledge of the truth. Isn't it? That's correct. I'm going to get told to be quiet any minute now. Why you fronting, man? Why you fronting? You got to put all those words in there. And you know what? The people who are actually playing those games are like 12. It says 18 on the box, but then your brother goes out and buys it. Oh, please, can you get this game for me? I'll give you 50 pounds. The kid's been saving up his lunch money for like 6 weeks so that he can get his hands on some pornographic game. And his brother or sister's going to go out and buy that for him for Christmas. He's going to sit there in his room playing that. 12, 11, sometimes even 7 years old, playing games like Dying Light, playing games like Cyberpunk. You know the content of those games. And it just shows exactly what's going on in the society, how mothers and fathers talk to their kids. That's the problem, bro. How they talk to their kids, bro. That's the problem with the society. It doesn't discourage me to hear that the words that I speak have power. It doesn't discourage me. Sometimes it's a little bit irritating when the feedback loop is like minus 3 seconds, minus 2.3 milliseconds long, that he actually already replied to what I said before I said it. You know what I'm talking about? That doesn't get on my nerves a little bit, but it doesn't upset me that my words have power and authority. It doesn't upset me. That excites me. It makes me think, how far can I take this? That's why a lot of people don't want me to speak. They want to shut me down because they're like, what's he gonna say next? And it's like, what would you rather? Would you rather the society was filled with reprobate scumbags, or that this was actually a nice place to live? I'm not complaining about all of this. This is great. All this technology is fantastic. These rooms, these houses, is better than many places in Africa and many places which are really where the people have struggled to get on their feet. It's just that way. But I'm saying the people, the mentality is godless, man. It's pretty disgusting. The pornographic sensibilities that are being thrust down pretty much everybody's throat. That is worrying. If you're not worried by that, you're probably still in the dark. What can I say? This is how I get. As soon as I get to talking, I want to move some stuff. I want to move that away from where it is and put it somewhere else. And it doesn't always work like that. And the problem is not many people are bothered by this society. They will complain about it with curse words. That's the problem. When they're complaining, I'll say this society sucks. They're like bleep, 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 bleep. You say you're the problem here. You can't see. You are completely blinded still. And you're like 58. You're like 67. And you're still blind? You haven't woken up? I woke up at age 33. That's when I woke up at age 33, 34. I was awake. And that's even late. That's quite late to wake up. But that, properly woke up. I properly woke up. I was like, okay, I got to stop certain things. I got to cut out the pornography. I got to cut certain things down. I chop those dying men out of my life. Cut out all that filth out of my life. Smoking, drinking, pornography, all that filth. Not reading my Bible. Speaking like a reprobate to my family. Swearing, cursing. I cut it all out. I still hear voices in my head. All the same. It stays with you. So you can say, oh, I'm going to stop when I'm 72. But he's smoking cigarettes that are making it look like he's going to be dead by the time he's 55. What are you going to do? Where are you going to run to when that man comes to call him, when that final whistle goes, bro? You're still going to be doing, sitting on the ball? Feeling depressed and sorry for yourself? Moping about? Smoking, drinking? Cussing? Is that what you're going to be doing? You're not going to be very happy when you find out how serious it gets. I'm ready to defend my spirit. I started waking up and saying, I have a spirit. I have a spirit inside of me. It requires food. It requires nourishment. So I can't be around certain types of people. I can pass them in the street and hear what they were saying, but I walk by and then I fill my ears with something more positive because I have to engineer a better life for myself. Even amidst all this greatness and all this talent, you got a lot of American talent, a lot of British talent, Indian, African, Jamaican, lots of talent all over the world. Lots of engineers, lots of software developers, scientists, modalists. Got lots of people all over the place, very talented, but there's a lot of negativity, lots of it. So you have to engineer on a daily basis something good for yourself. That's what this is about. That's what that is. Something positive, something good,